Now, the good news, Coach, is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
We go! 8 read. Topper! Topper! I smell fear in that offense.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. You mixed in a few of those. But
in a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
2nd and 5. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Hurry, hurry. Mike 51. X3. 218. Chop. Shit. Let's go.
On 3rd down, McClellan. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
18. You got nothing today. Alert. Check 24.
Now Trubisky to throw. Looking for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it from the pick.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep third position and makes the interception.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ready to break. 22-jet bombers. Let's make these babies cry. Hey, foxtrot. Check 24. Now. Right up.
He'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They'll get 34 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. McClellan trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Out. 6-6. Pull it high. Hey. Hey, seam 6. Shoot.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
He's not going to get me.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Dancing to his left. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. Now it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And Robinson with a big catch. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Trubisky gives to Cohen, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Trubisky will throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Now Trubisky going up top for Miller. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
50, plant. Hey, exit. Go. Jackrabbit. Now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Bilal Nichols in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bilal Nichols, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs. all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but now it's third down. The Bears on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Robinson's got it. The 40, 30, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 74 yards as they... Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Look at me, zipper.
They're going to try and throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have taken the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. On the ground, it's Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Trubisky. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm going to get you all day. Intended for Allen Robinson. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch this, let's go.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. He'll have a first down past the 40. It's a foot race. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10.
But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now for the point after. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a give, right side. McClellan. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Watch the whip. Kill. Check 31. Ready.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols. On second down now, McClellan. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 19. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now Trubisky to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Gonna let one fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one in for a Bear. Touchdown. Allen Robinson, his second touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Bears 31, Vikings 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Hey, high 7.
2nd and 2. This pass complete to Higgins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will shave one more off this lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, he's got a man complete, and all the way down to the 35. It's a big-time play there for the Bears, and even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
18. Hey, ball. Behind.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson. 35 yards as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Shift! Watch the shift!
Again, it's Michelle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
On the ready.
51. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. Hey, we got tight left, tight left. Hey.
Orbit. Go.
He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Let's go, defense.
BigStriver.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Go. 180. 51. I got one.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cohen. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And this one is right down the middle. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
We play to win. Let's go.
Ready to break.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now, this is Callaway on the receiving end, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. A good pickup there. 26 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from 137-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Vikings on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And it's Michel once again. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
Go. 30 base. General West.
On first down, Michelle. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
X3, 218, chop.
Brings up second and a yard.
They'll keep it on the ground. Michelle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 5-yard line.
On second down, Michelle. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll cut it to the right sideline. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On the carry, it's Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 6. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Let's go, G. Tighten up. Let's go.
They try again with Cohen, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Chicago, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.